It's always surprised me that Cheam CofE Junior Boys School, built in 1826 in Cheam, Surrey, seems largely forgotten. Barely a photo exists. I've seen about two, plus a few photos from its demolition in 1989. So I decided to try and bring back some memories and nostalgia by drawing this model. So I hope you enjoy it. So first, some history of this great school. The Cheam and Cuddington National Schools were opened in 1826 along Malden Road, which back then would have been a country lane running from North Cheam to Cheam Village, with, I'd imagine, a few cottages along the route. The population of Cheam back then was 792 persons, and the school was intended for not less than 21 boys and 41 girls. This quota had been exceeded by 1846 records showing 49 boys and 51 girls. The building was a traditional design with the headmaster's house in the centre, flanked by the two schools, one the upper school and the other the lower school. Amateur teachers, wives of Cheam's professional gentlemen, did regular stints teaching sewing and needlework. In 1869, the infants were moved from the school and went to the newly built parochial rooms in Cheam Village, and in 1872 the girls also moved there. Hence the school became a boys' school and remained so for the next 100 years plus. So moving forward 150 years, we had a largely expanded school. You can see the original building and how at some stage it has been modified. So without further ado, we'll take a look around. The camera height I'll set to a child's height, by the way, so if you can't see over hedges, it's because you wouldn't have been able to when you were a kid. Entrance to the school now was never via Malden Road Gate, but was around the corner in Netley Close. A sensible health and safety decision, no doubt. The lollipop man was always on the corner of Netley Close to see the kids over the busy Malden Road. Walking into the playground, we can see the main school in front and the school hall on the right with the covered walkway between. We never played any games with those targets on the wall. All I know is I was the last standing against that wall when it came to picking people for the playground football teams because I was useless. The flagpole stood there for many years, but I never remember seeing a flag fly from it. Coming up to the cloakroom door on the right, I also remember flying in and out of there many a times playing some game or other. Coming around the side, you can see the end of the original building. Now into the main cloakroom. I think I may have drawn too many hooks and left into one of the classrooms. Now this was a classroom I remember well. We used to play a lot of chess in break time. The school was big on chess. The black tablet on the wall being the chess league. You could challenge anyone up to two places above you, and if they refused twice, then you automatically swap places with them. Now back through the cloakroom, we come to the central original building. This area isn't drawn exactly as I remember it, but from demolition photos, there definitely seems like a staircase right there. So I've drawn it, although I don't really remember it. The staff at the school on the year I left with Reverend John, or Jack, Gilbert, the headmaster on the back left, affectionately known by the community as Gobby Gilbert. I can still smell the pipe smoke just looking at him. I've drawn the upstairs, but we're not going up there, as I've totally guessed the layout. I never went up there as a kid, or maybe once, but I just can't remember what it's like up there. Moving through to the remaining classrooms, I'll leave you in peace to take a look around. Leaving the main school building brings us to the covered walkway, the main thoroughfare from and to the school hall. Very handy when it was raining. I decided to put a few bits of paperwork onto the notice board that I had hanging around, so if you press pause you may be able to read some of it. The toilet block is in front of us, with the last remaining classroom to the right. The fenced garden to the left, we were never allowed to go through. It was a good shortcut, but if you were caught you'd be in trouble with Mr. Gilbert. It just wasn't worth it. You can just see the painted wickets on the school hall wall. It's amazing, I don't recall any smashed windows. The school hall was the hub of the school. Morning assembly, choir practice, lunch, set up as you can see here. The door on the right leads to a storage room which also served as a school tuck shop. I think there was a toilet in there too. The school house colours. Green was Lumley, red Andrews, blue was Tabor, and yellow was Nonsuch, together with the morning hymn numbers, which we had to sing very strongly, otherwise Mr. Gilbert would stop all of the singing and tell us to try harder and start again until we sung it with so much gusto that he was happy. The school always put on an annual show. The ones I remember and were in were Oliver and Pirates of Penzance. Now the curtains are closed and the headmaster and local mayor sitting front row. There's a few of my Facebook friends in that motley crew. So walking back along the covered walkway, you'll see the milk crates, which the daily milk monitor from each class would have to go and get and distribute. What was free milk back then? So I'll leave you with a fly around. This school served Cheam for over 160 years, so I hope this gives you a flavour of what the school was like. And I hope you found it interesting. And if you're watching on YouTube and like the video, then please leave a like.